Welcome back to Switzerland. I'm here on a week-long trip to the most beautiful country on the planet. In the last video, you saw that I arrived in Zurich and then moved to Interlaken, being the central location in Switzerland, a landlocked country where you can get from any point to another within 3 hours. The beginning of the trip was full of adventure sports where I tried paragliding between the valleys of Interlaken. I also got a chance to visit the top of Europe, Jungfrau. And now I'll be heading to the most beautiful and popular villages named Grindelwald. After spending a day in this picturesque village, I would head to Zermatt, which is a town that hikers love to visit for the most popular summit and one of the most difficult to climb, Matterhorn. From Zermatt, I'll take you along on Glacier Express, another top-rated experience that you cannot afford to miss if you come to Switzerland. The Glacier Express would take me back to Zurich, where I would spend another day exploring the old town and Lake Zurich. Let's begin our journey.
Alright guys, so we're here in Grindelwald.
If you're like me and coming to Grindelwald by train, you'll have to walk from the railway station to the first Bahn gondola station. Since I got here in the evening, not having done too much research, I spent the evening just walking around and exploring the area, and I decided to come back the next day.
So this is where I flew my drone, and this is really a good spot. This is a little bit of a residential area, if you see, but that beautiful snow-covered peaks, those are sceneries that make Switzerland what it is. And you can see these are houses and even some private drives. There's no hiking and all that here, but yeah, Grindelwald is extremely beautiful.
After having some food which was extremely delicious and expensive, like just a bottle of water would cost €6.50 over there. And after the food, I went for a walk around in the local market and I did some shopping. The Swiss quality is really good, and so are the prices.
Okay guys, we'll see you later.
The next day I arrived bright and early, and there were multiple options for the adventure package.
Now the next stop is the first cliff walk. So finally we're here. This is the cable car that's gonna take us, and we're going through the entrance. We have bought the tickets.
At the first walk, there are a bunch of activities that you can choose from. I got myself an opportunity to do the first flyer attraction, which is like a zip line. I'm scared of heights, but this was an amazing experience, and the adrenaline rush was just next level. Another fun activity to do is first glider, which is also like a zip line, but in this one, you're upside down and you go from one end to the other just like an eagle. It feels like you're flying here. There are so many things to do in Grindelwald. The most famous one is the first cliff walk. This is a metal walkway and swinging bridge located at a height of over 7,000 feet. This has some majestic views, and I enjoyed this experience, although it was a little cloudy that day. If you're going to do this activity, then remember, you have to book in advance, and you can get there by CableCar. It closes after 4 p.m. and it is only open in the summers. In winter, they offer skiing around that area. Now that I've covered Interlaken and Grindelwald, the next trip that I've planned to go is to Zermatt, where I'd be taking a train tomorrow at 8 a.m.
The plan is we're gonna go to our hotel and see if we can check out or check in, and then we're gonna go start the hike.
After arriving in Zermatt, I was very impressed with the city. There are no cars allowed, and the only way you can get from the train station to the hotel is by walking or an electric rickshaw. I was very excited about the next hotel as there was a beautiful spa here, which is always the favorite activity to do for me.
I am ready for the hike. Now this is the fun part. I am going to be hiking 5 lakes. This is one of the very well-known hikes. The thing that I want to do is go to that lake, maybe even take a dip, and also take a picture where I can see the reflection of Matterhorn inside the river or inside the lake. So that's the goal. We're gonna go figure out. It's a 2.5-hour hike and we are ready to go.
We arrived at around 12 p.m. and since this was a beautiful day, I decided to go for a hike around the Matterhorn.
All right, look at the beautiful view. But the sun is nice. Oh my God, so exciting. All right guys, we're getting in. And let me show you, that is the Matterhorn, okay?
There are so many different hikes that are available, and Matterhorn is the 12th highest peak of Europe, and more than 500 people have actually died trying to climb this peak. I'm not going to be attempting that, but I would just be hiking around in this beautiful, majestic, and mind-boggling environment with the beautiful view of this amazing peak.
All right guys, so this is the point where we begin our hike. We're gonna go all the way down and then visit maybe 3 lakes. So there are total 5 lakes, and you know, this is just a very, very, very beautiful place to begin the hike. Of course, we took that to get here, and yeah, now the next step is for us to go on the 5 lakes hike.
What is special about Matterhorn is that its shape is like a perfect pyramid. And if you're like me and you love chocolates, then you would have tried the famous Toberlone. And guess what? The shape of that chocolate is like Matterhorn. This mountain is also on the wrapper of this chocolate. The 5 lakes hike is not very strenuous, and it was medium difficulty. Along the way, you'll get an opportunity to meet popular Swiss cow with the Swiss belle that was made famous in my birth country by Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol in their blockbuster movie DDLJ. The best part about this hike was that it was downhill, so you can take the tram to Blåhard station, and from there you can hike all the way and finally arrive at the Sunega station. I flew my drone here and it felt great. The shots were really amazing. Along the way, we tasted some spring water, and I even saw some people getting naked and trying to get into that lake. It was funny, but Swiss are very open. At the end of the hike, it was time for a relaxing experience at the spa. There were many hot tubs and saunas and pools, both indoor and outdoor. I first went to the outdoor heated pool, and it was a unique experience as it was chilly outside, but you can get inside the hot water that had fitted jets, and the pressure of the water felt like a massage, which was much required after all-day hike. After the spa, I went for dinner and walked around admiring the beauty of this beautiful town of Zermatt. It was going to be an early start to the next day as we were going for another signature Switzerland experience, the Glacier Express.
Hello and a warm welcome to the Glacier Express.
The Glacier Express is a regular scheduled train between Zermatt at the foot of the Matterhorn and St. Moritz skiing area. Billed as Europe's slowest express, it's a narrow gauge train which takes 7.5 hours to cover just over 290 kilometers. For my American friends, that's 180 miles, at an average speed of about 24 miles per hour. While I enjoyed this experience, with the Swiss pass, the cost was around $300 per person. Our next stop was the capital city of Switzerland, Zurich.
Good morning, everyone. So today is our last day here in Zurich, and we are going to explore the old town and the Zurich Lake.
The city of Zurich is a global center for banking and finance, lying in the north end of Lake Zurich in the northern Switzerland. The picturesque lanes of the old town on either side of the Zermatt River reflect its pre-medieval history. Waterfront promenades follow the river toward the 17th century town hall. Zurich, with its colorful old town and handy public transport network, is a great city to add on your tour to Switzerland. Wander the picturesque old town, dine on the fondue, go shopping, and even though I did not get a chance, but I would recommend that you take a boat tour of Lake Zurich. Finally, as it was time to say goodbye to the world's most beautiful as well as the most expensive country, I knew that I'd be back here. Leave a comment and tell me where you would recommend I visit when I come back here next summer. I really enjoyed checking off this bucket list country as I've been wanting to come here since childhood. I feel like there's so much more to do here and explore so many other villages, but like the wise men say, when you go visit a country, always know that this is not the last time and it's going to really not be a goodbye. It's more like a see you later Switzerland. If you like this video, then you're probably fond of natural beauty and cinematic shots. I would recommend you check out my adventure of Greece and Iceland in 4K. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I post next time.